Imagine being so tiny that a flower becomes your home, a walnut shell becomes your bed, and a single raindrop feels like a lake. But what if the world around you was full of danger? This is the magical story of Thumbelina, the smallest girl in the world with the biggest heart. Long ago, in a quiet little cottage, there lived a kind woman who wished more than anything for a child. Every day she looked out her window and sighed. "If only I had a little daughter," she whispered. One day, she visited a wise fairy. The fairy smiled kindly and handed her a tiny barley seed. "Plant this in a flower pot," the fairy said, "and take good care of it." The woman planted the seed. Days passed. Then, one morning, something magical happened. A beautiful flower bloomed in the pot. Its petals slowly opened, and inside sat the tiniest girl anyone had ever seen. She was no bigger than a thumb. The woman named her Thumbelina. Thumbelina's home was filled with love. Her bed was a polished walnut shell. Her mattress was made of soft violet petals, and her blanket was a delicate rose leaf. During the day, she would sail across a bowl of water on a tulip leaf. 2 white horsehairs served as her oars. She sang the sweetest songs anyone had ever heard. Life was peaceful, but one night, everything changed. As Thumbelina slept peacefully in her walnut shell bed, an ugly old toad crept through the open window. The toad stared at the tiny girl. "What a beautiful bride she would make for my son," she croaked. Before anyone could stop her, the toad grabbed the walnut shell and jumped away. She carried Thumbelina to a muddy riverbank and placed her on a large lily pad. "My son will marry her," the toad said proudly. But Thumbelina woke up terrified. The toad's son was just as ugly and croaky as his mother. Thumbelina began to cry. Her tears fell into the water below. The fish in the river saw the tiny girl crying. They listened as the toads talked about forcing her to marry. The fish felt sorry for Thumbelina. Quietly, they swam beneath the lily pad. Then they chewed through the stem holding it to the riverbank. Slowly, the lily pad drifted away. Thumbelina floated down the river free. She waved goodbye to the fish with a grateful smile. Thumbelina traveled far. A beautiful butterfly even helped pull her lily pad along the water. For a while, she was happy again. But soon, winter came. The cold wind blew through the fields. Thumbelina had no food, no shelter. She knocked on the door of a tiny underground home. A kind field mouse opened the door. "Oh, you poor little thing," the mouse said. "Come inside. You may stay with me for the winter." Thumbelina was very thankful, but the field mouse had a plan.
The field mouse had a wealthy neighbor, a mole who lived deep underground. He had soft black fur and many tunnels filled with food, but he hated sunlight and flowers and the sky. The field mouse believed he would be a perfect husband for Thumbelina. "You will live comfortably forever," the mouse told her. But Thumbelina felt sad. She loved the sunshine, the flowers, and the open air. Living underground forever would make her miserable. One day, while walking through a tunnel, Thumbelina found a swallow lying on the ground. The bird had been injured and frozen during winter. Everyone believed it was dead, but Thumbelina noticed the bird was still breathing. She secretly cared for the swallow. She wrapped him in warm petals and brought him food every day. Slowly, the swallow grew stronger. When spring arrived, he opened his wings again. "Thank you for saving my life," said the swallow. "Come with me. I will take you somewhere beautiful." Thumbelina climbed onto the swallow's back. They soared high into the sky, over forests, over rivers, over golden fields. Finally, they reached a land filled with flowers. In the center of a white flower stood a tiny prince with shining wings. He was the king of the flower people. When he saw Thumbelina, he fell in love instantly. "You belong here," he said kindly. The prince gave her a pair of delicate wings so she could fly among the flowers. And from that day on, Thumbelina lived happily in the sunshine among friends who loved her. Even the smallest heart can overcome the biggest challenges, and kindness always finds its way back to you.